Tony Johnson, the PM Exam Guru with Crosswind Learning. In this video today, we're going to discuss characteristics associated with choosing a training company. So top 10 considerations in choosing a training company to help with career evolution. Number 1, can you speak to anyone outside of sales? You know, there's a lot of companies in our industry, I hate to say it, but they're a sales engine, nothing but that. And if they sell enough people to make a class, then they go to a LinkedIn group for trainers and they say, hey, we got a class in this city next week, shoot us rates, and the lowest price gets the gig. That's probably not how you want to put your career forward, you know, as far as do you really feel comfortable trusting somebody like that? So get past sales. Can you talk to a trainer? Can you talk to somebody that can talk to you about your specific situation? So can you ask the trainer specific question? You know, everybody learns differently. Everybody has concerns. You know, so being able to talk to the person that's going to be actually delivering the training, there's a lot of value in that. And I know, like when people call us here at Crosswind, if they want to talk to the trainer, I'm more than happy to get on the phone and try to put them at ease and make them comfortable with what's in front of them. Number 3, can you expect support before and after the actual class? There's a song from the late 70s, I forget the exact name, but the phrase in it, you check out but you never leave. So that's what I think of when I think of before and after class support. In other words, are they there to help you get your material, make the most out of your pre-class time? Are they there after the class as you're wrapping things up, getting your application submitted, being a sounding board to see if you really are ready for the test, etc.? The next point, number 4, can you get assistance filling out the exam? Now, every now and then somebody will say, can you write this for me? I can't write it for you. That would be inappropriate. Can I review it? Can I give you feedback? Yes, and your trainer should be able to do that as well because they know what experience looks like. As an example, a lot of technical people, they'll say SQL this or Linux that, and the PM exam application, actually it's more, I created the charter, I created the plan, I managed the schedule. You wouldn't necessarily know what sort of project it is other than maybe the initial sentence as an example. Point number 5, will you receive personalized study advice? Now, I don't know how other companies do it, but at Crosswind, for example, when you take our live class, at the end of the class, we have an exit exam. So you have a laptop or a tablet. We try to simulate the exam as well as possible. And then you have a one-on-one, face-to-face, or if it's virtual live via webinar, exit debrief with either myself or one of our other trainers. And we talk about gaps, how to fill any gaps, or how close you are from the test. It might be schedule it tomorrow. It might be, something crazy happened in life during the class. This is what we suggest you do to adjust. Follow up with us in 2 weeks, and then we'll see where we're at from there. So, that personalized study advice, not everybody fits the same mold. Point number 6, can you retake the class if you fail the exam? Pass rate is an interesting thing. I know a guy that runs a training company. He says he has a 100% pass rate. And I'm thinking, you've been in business for 15 years. How's that go? Well, I talked to some of his past students. They say, if you fail, he says you didn't listen to him. Okay. If you fail the exam, they are there to get you there. Ultimately, it's your job to take the test. But, will they let you sit through the class again if you fail the test? Will they let you sit through class if life gets crazy and you don't get a chance to take the test right away? Like a Crosswind, we call that flex class. We find a lot of people like to simply sit through an evening or weekend class to hear it again, and it makes a lot more sense the second or third time they hear it, because it's sunk in and they've got a more solid foundation with it. Point number 7, will you see material in addition to the PMBOK guide? When we think about the test, a lot of people think the test is a test of the PMBOK guide. Now, I've been in face-to-face meetings with architects of the PMP exam over the years. face-to-face. And yes, I'm name dropping for a reason here. They've told me 60 to 80% of the test can be referenced in the PMBOK guide. The other 20 to 40% can come from anything used in modern project management. So if somebody is only training you with the PMBOK guide, you're possibly missing 20 to 40% of the content. Point number 8, will you be taught using various learning styles? You know, everybody learns differently, and everybody learns differently at different points along the way. You know, if I take my mind maps placemat that we've created here and I showed this to you on day 1, you might go, dude, that's spaghetti. I don't even know what to make of this. Now, once we cover all the content, you go back and you're looking at this, you go, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I identify stakeholders, then I plan how I'm going to manage or engage them, then I engage them, and then I control that engagement. So, you know, so various learning styles is key. Point number 9, can you take multiple practice exams? How many? How often? You know, I know one author and company, they have a book. It's got a 25-question CD in the back. It's a demo. If you like it, give them $300 and they'll give you 1,300 questions. You come to Crosswind, you get a 12-month subscription of over 5,100 questions with full explanations. You can take them until you're memorizing answers. You know, so that's a good question to ask. How many practice questions do you get? How long is the subscription, etc.? And then number 10, can you expect the trainer to be certified and experienced? You know, this is an interesting concept. There's a saying, those that can do and those that can't teach. And the PMP trainer or project management trainers, you know, generally are not going to be just theorists. They're going to be realists as well. If you are taking training from a PMI-REP, they have to be a PMP if it's a PMP class. But other credentials that PMI has, like the PFMP, PGMP, that's not a requirement that they have to have that credential to teach for that exam. So that's a good question to ask. I know like years ago when we started the PGMP business, there was a competitor in town and a student called me and was talking to me and they said, well, I'm thinking about them too. And I said, do they even have one on staff? And the student said, well, I asked that. They said, no, but we feel pretty good about getting you through the test. And my response was, I've been through the test. And I helped train 3 of the first 22 on planet Earth. And needless to say, you know, we know what direction they went. Anyway, these are some things to take into consideration. You know, don't just fall for the sales engine and here's how easy it is, because this is not an easy process. We try to make it as easy as possible, but it's not an easy process. So in closing, we hope you got some value out of this. Feel free to give us a like if you got some value out of it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and go to crosswindpm.com for products and services associated with evolving your career. Thank you.